Yeah, you know, I hear a lot of these flim-flam fake songs.
West Coast.
West Coast. West Coast,
Bang.
Coast West. Bishop Lamont Bishop.
Bang.
You know how he likes to switch that stuff up.
Oh, no, earlier, man, it's just all good vibes in here, and we're having a good time,
See?
man.
Yes, we are.
But earlier we premiered the Un-American song
Yes.
featuring Ryu and Apathy. I didn't want to
The
mispronounce
boy
that.
Apathy.
Good looking.
But I have to tell you what I took away from that was the end. I love when you were like, you know, the world, you know, there's only so many things that we can really control, and how can we make an impact really? It's among the people you're, you know, close to, like in your little areas, like whose life can you touch? Like,
Message!
you know, right? No, I'm just saying, like, I love that, you know,
So
the
many
vibe, the
messages.
message.
Thank you.
So
I
many
wanted
messages.
to be honest, and that's why I wanted to make sure I
Yeah.
said that at the end of the song, because people are falling again for the tricks of division. You know, since that person wants to be Republican, that person wants to be a Democrat, now you're aliens to each other.
Mm-hmm.
You're still people, you just have preference settings. You have concerns that you want met, but we're all human beings at the end of the day.
Exactly.
And you keep trying to assign one person that you've never met before. You meet at a rally and they shake your hand and think they're going to change what's going on in your life, in your own home, and your community. It's not. It starts with us ourselves looking in the mirror, like Michael Jackson said. Shouts out to Michael Jackson up there in heaven.
Shut up.
Yeah, he in heaven, spinning and thing, wearing glitter. I see it in my
Hell
head.
yeah,
I
them
care.
socks.
But
Pull
in
the
the socks,
socks up.
yeah. But it starts with us looking at ourselves, looking at the people we care about in our own homes, because
Exactly.
everybody got things they got to deal with in their homes, okay, in your own community, then in your own city, and then in your state. Like, it's us. It's up to us if we want to make things better. Only we know what's going on. A closed mouth doesn't
Exactly.
get fed. So every time they fall for these tricks, like, if we vote for them, they're going to fix it. We have to fix it. We only know what hurts us. We know what we're missing when it comes to, you know, how the minimum wage thing works and what's lacking in the school system, what's going on in the prisons, what's going on with our police. Like, I can go on for days. So that's why I said it that way at the end. Realize where it really starts.
Exactly.
You have nobody to
Ourself.
blame but yourself if you don't make action, if you don't take action, if you don't speak up.
And also,
Message!
And also in your song, you talked about how the political parties are just there to divide us. And
Absolutely.
that's, like you said, that's also with race. And I always say that
Message!
race is socially constructed. It's not a biological thing. And I learned that in sociology. And
Ooh!
I was like, man, that shit is deep.
Reading is
But yeah,
fundamental.
Message.
Man.
Message!
Definitely.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So many messages so far. So let's
Yeah.
go ahead and talk about the album as a whole, The Reformation, coming out August 29th.
Yes. August 29th.
August 29th? Oh,
No.
26.
Well,
26.
I saw it upside down.
Correction. Only for the pledgers, August 19th.
There you go. That's where I
Pre-orders.
got it from.
Because we're not going to give it to them. The world is not going to get it yet on the 26th or anything like that. We got other plans for it. But this is just for the diehard fans that want to pre-order and support it from the ground up. Like I said, again, it's about the empowerment of you going to the people and them fueling it. So through this pledge campaign, we found a way that we can do everything we want to do for the people, by the people. So if you're listening right now, you can go to bishoplamont.com and pre-order it. And that's the only way you're going to get it. Then some other stuff is going to happen before we give it to the world. But yes,
Ooh.
so talking about the Reformation. The Reformation is what I envisioned to do at Aftermath when I first signed. But there was so much politics going on at the label, it wasn't going to happen there. And I always try to clear that up for people that don't know and they think they know because they're on the internet and they read things and they think they know what took place. And that was out of Dre's hands too. So that's always the misconception, thinking there was so much animosity and negativity between me and Dre. Yes, there was from me, me being his little brother, not being my big bro, and him letting me down and not letting me know things that I should have been privy to, but he thought I didn't need to know about. So when you're an artist, you keep artists with an artist going. When it comes to business, there's a whole nother monster that is even out of who you think is super powered, blah, blah, blah. Even he has bosses, basically in the circumstances of dollar signs that he has to answer to. So that was out of control. So I couldn't do Reformation there because all they wanted was Detox to come out, and he didn't want to put Detox out. You can't force somebody. Like I said about art, if it's not in your heart and you don't feel, if you don't have it, why put something out and be a failure? But at the same time, you got hungry young artists sitting over there for 4 or 5 years. I got to have a career. So the Reformation, having to leave there was sad, but it had to be, you know. But it forces you to grow. It forces you to, again, return to where you started, and that's controlling your own destiny. So leaving with like 700 songs on a hard drive,
Oh, my God.
no exaggeration, because I was a ghostwriter there. So I was writing for everybody named Mama. So it was a journey to get back to loving it again because I was shell-shocked after that, going through all that to finally arrive here and give people a masterpiece. And I don't say that, I'm being modest when I say that, and that's not from an ego standpoint. I just know how much I wanted to create something great for the world then and now. You know, time the universe, the Most High, has a way of shaping everything to be like it's supposed to be when it's time for you. So now what we have is just an incredible experience for the people, and I didn't have any interruptions. I didn't have any outside noise. I didn't have, even though there's always some kind of friction and some kind of negative element trying to take you away from the path, we have been able to achieve this. And I'm so proud of it because it's in such a great place of creative force, and it's uncompromising. You know what I mean? Like, that's the beauty of it. It's like, this is how we want to do it. This is what my heart says we have to say. This is me being in the community, seeing what the people need to hear. Let me be a voice for the people that can't be heard. Let me give them theme music for their lives. And that's what we created with this album. But it's world music. It's not just for this block. It's not just for this city or whatever. It's for the world. It's for every human being. You know what I mean? So
Definitely.
I love the vibrations of it. I'll get lost in it talking about it. I'm going to let y'all talk. I'm talking too much.
What do you do to block out the noise and just really zone in on your music?
You want my recipe?
What's your recipe?
Okay,
do you
so
meditate? Do you
absolutely,
work out?
but I don't want to scare people. They be like, meditate. I can't think of nothing. There's always something going on.
Because even meditating is really hard too.
It's
Like
difficult.
if you have a really like I call myself a spaz because I have a million things going on in my head.
And that's
it's hard
what
to
has
meditate. Yeah.
exactly. So this is Egon sparked it for me when I ran into Egon with Madlib at that show. And then we met over at his office a couple of weeks later, and I forgot how we got on the subject of it. He says, man, I haven't watched TV in so long.
Yeah.
I don't watch TV. So
Same.
I kept hearing this, and then I was reading this book that my buddy Caps gave to me that I want to invite people out there to get, called The Master Key System. It's very affordable. How much is it on Amazon? $10 to make you holla. But
make you real quiet.
You gotta have
yes.
your drop so you can do that. Message.
But Keenan Ivory Wayans, that's all his. It's community property, though, for y'all. When you hear something great, say message. Keep them vibrations going. But so what I did through understanding this book that I've been reading that's really been phenomenal for me, which just even heightened the experience of everything we're doing now, I took the TV out of my bedroom. Because I've heard doctors say this. You're not supposed to have a TV in your bedroom. That's only where you're supposed to sleep or get sexy. But no TV. So for me, I only watch TV on the weekends with my daughter. You know what I mean? Or if there's something on Netflix like a documentary. I'm not boring, but I'm committed to what I'm focused on now. So now you don't have all these different, because see, that's the trick of TV. You get so many images thrown at you on so many levels and so many different frequencies and things that they put in there with subliminals that then all these things are in your mind all the time. Next time, be conscious when you watch TV. Watch how many commercials have so many different things going on. Your subconscious is processing it. Consciously, you think you're just looking at a Pepsi commercial, but you forget how many things you've been impacted with. Then when you get back to the TV show or the movies that you watch and all the interruptions, those interruptions become a part of your brain's process.
True.
So when you don't do that for a long time, all of a sudden your mind gets more quiet. So in the mornings, it's just classical music for me.
Nice.
It's my working out. It's breakfast or whatever I'm doing if I get a chance to eat. It's running at the park because I'm not even like really lifting weights anymore. I used to train at Bally's and be a Bally's trainer on some bootleg action. Yeah, they gave me a shirt, made me official. So now it's not even pushing a lot of heavy weight. It's just being out there and running and listening to the world and being open. So then in the evenings, it's classical music again. It's reading. It's working on the music. It's thinking about things. It's staying up on current events. And then it's a self-diagnostic. For everybody out there, please start doing self-diagnostics with yourself. When you wake up in the morning, I know it turned into a motivational show.
No, I want
but,
to
I'm listening.
Yeah, me too.
when you wake up in the morning, there's a great mantra, and it helps condition your subconscious. So just stay with me. I don't want it to get boring for you. But you wake up and you go, I am whole, I am perfect, I am strong, I am powerful, I am loving, I am harmonious, I am happy. Repeat that 10 times in the morning and repeat it 10 times before you go to bed at night. Now, with this, exactly. Now, with this process, when you get back home, because when you go home, there should be no negativity there. This is your sanctuary.
Yep.
Check in with yourself and see how you're feeling and about the choices that you made throughout that day. And ask yourself, are you happy with yourself? Are you happy in the relationship that you're in? Are you really being honest with that other person? Are you really being honest with yourself? How are you with your family? How are you with your work? Are you happy with what you're doing? And then you're going to start to get the answers that you might be afraid of. But you know, the truth doesn't change depending on how much you can stomach. It's going to be the same regardless. So that's what I do. And so it's made me that much more in tune with the world because I blocked out all that static. I blocked out all that noise. So now it's just the human experience. It's just us. It's spirit. So when you're in that zone, you can connect with people more. We're so caught up in a world that's so busy. By nature, this is not natural for us. all this pollution, all this noise pollution, all this nonstop. Like I was even reading an article about how texting, and when people are trying to text in the car and doing different things and walking, it's creating new pathways in the brain that were never there before because it's not used to this. Yeah. Because you keep redirecting your attention. So when you're half-assing your attention span, it starts to cause complications. So you have to be able to be conscious to focus on one thing at a time, maybe two. But this is a part of the process. So once you get there and you're just in the human connections and you're looking people in the eyes and you are acknowledging them. See, this is a problem that people have. Have you ever noticed when people walk down the street, they act like they don't see each other there? But we breathe in the same air.
Do you guys hate that?
I hate it.
I do.
I hate it.
Guilty.
I hate
I'm one
it
of those people that
because
look down.
we're so isolated and we're so cut off from each other when we're not. We're breathing the same air. We're sharing the same sun. We're in the same struggle. And if it's just a moment to acknowledge each other, there's going to be a better connection. We're all alive and we're all facing the grave. Let's be real about it.
Absolutely.
Now, how are we working here together to enjoy this gift of life? Those are the things that I care about because you never know what somebody's going through. We have the person that we represent with that laughs and smiles and acts like everything is all right, and there could be a total different thing under that mask. So we have to start being able to take off the mask and really be ourselves, and then you're going to find out really what it's all about. And that's all I've been on. I'm devoted to perfecting myself, not being perfect, but working at perfecting myself, which is going to be an ongoing thing even to my grave. But if I work to make myself better, I can be better for other people. And that's just real talk. Nice. Because you live for more people than yourself. Unbeknownst to you, probably. Beyond your family, you never know who your voice is reaching, what your smile can do, what your kind gesture can do for somebody. I've seen it a lot of times when somebody's been on the verge of committing suicide, and just through just a hug and just through how are you doing today, it makes a person go, wait, people see me, I'm not invisible. So that's my homework. That's what I'm on. It's about Zen. It's about healing. It's about healing. It's about good vibrations, man. If you're gonna leave a mark on the planet, if you're gonna make a difference, let it be a selfless act of being concerned with more people than yourself. That's all. Message. That's what I do.
I was waiting on that. Oh man, that was that was good. That was good radio.
We can all
right
agree
there,
we're looking
man.
forward to Reformation, the album.
Thank you.
Absolutely. So once again, let everybody know where they can actually pre-order.
You can go to bishoplamont.com and pre-order and see a whole bunch of other ignorant things. But you know, I'm just happy to be able to give you what I've always wanted to give you, and I'm just getting better at the music. I'm just a slave to the rhythm. It's a beautiful thing, and this is another lesson about when you take that path that's less traveled, everything comes to you. Everything that you thought you lost, here it comes around in a true, genuine way. So all my buddies from Aftermath and all my relationships, here they are once again. But I don't have to be signed there to go hang with my big bro Dre and get his input and be in these different vibrations. But guess what? I have my own castle. I have my own ship. I answer to God ultimately, and my mother and my daughter. She runs me. But I'm free to create what I really want to create. Boom. And if it succeeds, it's on me and Caps and all the people involved. If it fails, oh well, failure happens, but it doesn't stop you. It's about enthusiasm. But it's not going to fail because it's for the people. And I just followed the inspiration and the energy. So, you know, I didn't make anything like I gotta turn up. It's gotta be a lituation. No, I don't care about none of that. Yeah, they say it's a lituation. Like, stop it. But it's just giving people soul food. It's giving people things that songs are gonna be able to be different things in your life that you need a soundtrack for. It's just a soundtrack to a real life. And I can't say enough about it. I'm just happy that we can give it to you.
There it is.
Message.
I can't speak for everybody else, and maybe I can, but I can't wait to hear this album in full. I'm going to go ahead and go on your website so I can pre-order, so I can hear it on the 19th.
Bless you.
You know what I'm saying? And speaking of good energy and being a slave to the rhythm, I kind of want to test that rhythm out, that sense of rhythm out by
what you talking about?
Asking you to do a freestyle.
Oh, wait, let me look at my phone for my lyrics like most of these sucker ass MCs do.
Oh man. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're gonna do a freestyle, it has to be a freestyle.
By rule. A freestyle is off the top of the head, okay?
Yes, it is.
Yeah. So we can do that, totally.
We can totally do that.
We can totally do that. Turn up. Give me a lituation.
We got DJ Dean.
Panda. Let's go there.
Bishop Lamont.
For sure.
Layover Show.